So the DMZ is getting its first wipe, meaning that all of your current faction mission progress, your inventory, including your contraband and keys, and your unlocked insured weapon slots, all of it is going to be reset for the upcoming changes and features that Call of Duty just announced. Firstly, we got crashes, the bane of DMZ. Raise your hand in the comments below if you're still experiencing tons of crashing. They say, we know crashes are especially impactful in DMZ. They are, since you lose your items and contraband weapons as a result. Addressing these crashes is a priority for Season 2, and we're committed to increased stability. Now, this one is paramount. We've seen time and time again that devs keep putting out crash fixes and patches, but the problem still persists. All of this upcoming new content isn't gonna matter if they can't get us through matches without worrying about losing everything due to errors from their side. So hopefully Season 2 can fix this. Next, they show us what they plan to do with the Terminator bots. They say enemy tuning. The AI in DMZ were challenging, but the ramp up of difficulty was often steep, with some players getting overwhelmed. With Season 2, we've introduced a number of balance changes to adjust the types of AI spawning, the number of AI spawning, and the accuracy of AI at range, and much more. All of this should provide a challenging but manageable play space that still requires players to respect enemy combatants in the DMZ. Now, this is another hot topic that we've discussed in great length on this channel. I don't think anybody wants them to turn the AI into Bambis, but it's obvious that some changes need to be made. I like the idea of changing their spawn rates so we don't turn a corner into 35 tier 3 bots, and I love them reducing their accuracy at long range, because that sucks. But personally, I would like to see a change to their aggro distance, as well as their line of sight. If you've escaped the AI and put some distance between you after they've noticed you, I don't think that they should follow you as far. And wouldn't it be cool if, let's say, you get to hide in a bush after you've escaped their line of sight? This would make encounters where you're fighting AI and other players at the same time much more enjoyable. Now, the spawn points are also getting changed. They say, we are tuning some of the infill points across Al Mazrah for improved early match experience based on gameplay data, starting at a point at which your squad feels isolated or without loot and contract opportunities is not the best experience. These tweaks should improve spawn points across the mode. I think this one is fantastic. While it's been fun spawning down in Sawa Village area, turning to your left or your right and having an immediate PvP engagement, it's not really conducive to the way the DMZ is meant to be played. And spawning all the way up in the outskirts of the northwest of the map is just garbage. So good change. Now, before we get to what I am most excited about with what they're saying about Season 2, there is gonna be some changes to the difficulty of faction missions. Data and feedback reinforced that the faction mission difficulty ramp was too aggressive for many players, and that the demanding scale ultimately made it very challenging to unlock the second insured weapon slot for completing all Tier 3 missions. In Season 1, we've adjusted the overall scaling of difficulty in missions as the tiers progress. Later tier missions will still be quite challenging even for the experienced operator, but we believe that more straightforward access to an additional insured slot will provide a better path forward for all players. Now, all I really hope that means is less of the deposit 30 of this item at a dead drop missions. They're time consuming and really just pointless tasks that I don't think have ever been fun in any game. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. And if you made it this far into the video, you obviously are an extremely sexy super being. Consider subscribing to stay up to date with everything going on in the DMZ. Now, my favorite part of this entire announcement is the location section. With the new exclusion zone coming to Season 2, players will have a third option to choose from when deploying in DMZ. We've all seen that map multiple times, so I'm not going to show it again. The faction mission refresh will provide new missions that send you across these destinations, including Building 21. We suggest you and your squad gear up for infiltration first. So I think it should be expected that the upcoming map 3 will host a variety of new missions, as well as a new boss. From the leaks that I reported in previous videos, it's probably going to be the Pyro Flamethrower boss. But what wasn't clear until now is that they're actually going to start adding missions to Building 21. While the new map, I'm sure, is going to be tough, I doubt it will be as intense as the fast-paced interior map of Building 21. I'm curious as to what type of objectives they're cooking up for us to complete inside the biolab, and as soon as we get more info, whether that's from Call of Duty officially or from my leak sources, I'll make that public for you guys. Till then, here are some advanced DMZ tips that you better be using. See you there.